What's up, everyone? It's your boy Hey John. I jabber opportunities non-stop, and today I will be discussing the jobs report and the impacts of it to the economy, and I will be covering some Shiba Inu in the Shiba Army news, and of course some of the charts as well. So let's get to it. Before we get to all that, make sure you guys get BlockFi. The reason why is because if you use my link down below for BlockFi, BlockFi.com/HeyJohn, and you get their credit card, well, guess what? It's a Visa signature card, and most importantly, every transaction you do, you will get 3.5% back in a Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency. Most credit cards only give you 1% back in US dollars, but this one here, 3.5% per transaction in Bitcoins, folks. And we know Bitcoin goes up, so don't sleep and check it out, all right? Let's get to it now. So, unemployment news today. It is devastating. There were only 190,000 jobs created this month. 190K. The expected amount of jobs were actually 500,000, but we only made or created 190,000. And you have to ask yourself, why is this happening? Why are there so few jobs if the economy is doing so well? Well, I'll tell you why. Whether or not you believe it, well, folks are scared of getting sick and passing away. It is as simple as that. But at the same token, they use that excuse saying, hey, you know what, I don't want to work because I'm scared. But then I live in Los Angeles, and let me tell you, folks, pre-pandemic traffic is back and even worse. So folks saying, hey, you know what, I don't want to work because I'm scared. I don't know, man. Maybe it's an excuse to not go to work, but the traffic is there for sure. And people are definitely spending money here. And you're seeing J-Powell talk about tapering the economy so you can stop buying as much corporate debt, right? And buying basically stocks and all that kind of jazz to prop up the stock market. But if we're seeing such weak job growth, it's going to go back to his rhetoric and say, see guys, I am here trying to protect the economy because it isn't doing so well, and it is evidenced by the low amount of jobs being created, because currently we're still 5 million jobs below pre-pandemic levels. So we have 5 million folks out of work still in unemployment, or they fell out of it because they already used all their benefits already. So we will definitely be seeing harder times for some families in America, and my heart goes out to you, and I hope you can get a gig soon in something, anything, because we all gotta eat, right? Do a side hustle. Do Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, right? Grubhub. Anything you gotta do, just do it and take care of it, you know what I mean? Because this is a time where you wanna start saving some of your money and investing, because if you wanna invest in crypto, stock, gold, silver, diversify, folks. Get a little bit of everything, okay? I'm not saying go all in on crypto, all in on stocks, all in on gold or silver. I have a little bit of everything. I have some stocks, I have some crypto, I have some gold and silver. You need everything, because you never know what's going to sink and what's going to go up, because we live in a very, very tumultuous time right now. Very, very scary. So make sure you are protecting yourself with real physical assets, real digital assets, and real equity assets, okay? Cash is trash. You gotta have some to make your day-to-day life, you know, for food, buying gas, paying rent, whatever's, but everything else, I would say set it aside and do some investing. I don't give financial advice. I just share with you guys what I do. And let's get to the Shiba Army news now. The Shiba Army is doing quite remarkable. I'm seeing them do all kinds of grassroots movement here. I'm seeing folks. By the way, Robinhood is now offering a service where they will give you a call, or you call them, if you have any issue. And I'm seeing reports of people already in the Shib Army calling Robinhood and saying, hey guys, we need you guys to list Shib, please. And that's great. That's what you want to see. You want to see grassroots movement, because we're still in the beginning infancy stage. And I believe the Shib Army has a long way to go, in a very good way. I mean, to the moon. They have a slow burn mechanism, which is fantastic. It's done through transactions. It's done through initiatives It's not just some random burn just because to increase the price here. So it is done through transactions. To me, I like that idea. That is fantastic. Now you are seeing the Shib army being able to use their coins as a form of transaction. And what does that mean? That means they are listing their coins onto websites through something called Now Payments. And what that does is it interfaces your Shib coins and it transfers it to the actual person through e-commerce. You can do it on Shopify, e-commerce, WordPress, all kinds of plugins. It's amazing, and this is great because we're taking integration of crypto into retail. And as far as I can see, there's already been reports of 50 companies in Argentina that already take it. So folks, South America is a hotbed for cryptocurrency, and good reason for it, because their local currencies, well, they have hyperinflation sometimes and it destroys everything. So for me, when I hear about this, it makes a lot of sense, and it's a great use case. You're seeing El Salvador, right? They are starting to mine Bitcoins. They're starting to buy Bitcoins and use it as their currency, and for good reason, because that currency actually appreciates and you can buy so much more. And even though it's volatile and it goes up and down dramatically, I would say long term though, Bitcoin is going to the moon as well because of scarcity. And as more and more countries adopt it, the price is only going to go up higher. And that's fantastic. Even today, if you buy Bitcoins today, I still believe you will be very wealthy still. In my opinion, I still believe it. That's kind of why I haven't sold a dang thing. I haven't sold one single Dogecoin. I haven't sold one single Shib coin. I haven't sold any of my Bitcoins or Ethereums. Granted that, I've been hodling it for a while now. I haven't sold anything. Because I still believe we're in an infancy stage. Think about this, folks. US dollars fiat currency has been around for hundreds of years. But the point being is that you're seeing all these fiat currencies, they've been around for a long time. And cryptocurrency is literally a new phenomenon. It's been around for maybe about 10, maybe 20 years. Such a short amount of time. And there is so much more room to go. And only recently, cryptocurrency has started to become a more household name, where you start to see it on CNBC, CNN, Fox News. Any local news you watch or any news you watch is starting to appear on there as well. Whether it's left or right or whatever, it's irrelevant. The point being is that cryptocurrency is starting to become more mainstream. It's just starting. It's becoming more of a household name, and it starts now. And the more and more we see this happen, the more and more investors we have. Case in point, the Shib Army has about, I believe, 720,000 transaction holders now. Last time I checked. I mean, there could be more or less now, but that's a pretty big number though. But 720K, think of how large the United States is. The United States has about, what, 250 million people? So 720K is literally a drop in the bucket. It's not even 1%. It's like a percent of a percent or something. So with that being said, let's get to the Shib Army chart and see what's going down. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now covering the Shib Army charts. Let's go here. So I had my consolidation phase here. Let me go ahead and extend out for you guys so you can see what's going on here. We have a nice consolidation phase. Let's go ahead and extend this one too, because these are going to be our temporary consolidation zones. Okay. So the consolidation zones will be from 2078 to 2417 basically. And you can see that we have consolidated here not once but twice. So now we're seeing actual support. Yes, we come down from 3474, but as I said before, that was and is to be expected, because 3474 is going to be a long-term resistance, because that's kind of where it sank the first time. And now people who remember that are going to sell there, because people have been bag holders for 5 to 6 months. So when we got around to 34.74, some of these ladies and gentlemen said, you know what? Heck with Shib coin. I'm done with you. I've been holding for a long time. I want to sell out and break even and call it a day. I don't even care anymore, right? And that's okay. Some folks were like that. And there were new folks buying there as well. So now we currently have some bag holders, and that's okay, because that you're a bag holder right now in a short term, but in a long term, you're going to do very well. I was a bag holder myself, and now my money has, I think, 2.5 times already, or 2 times. I don't know what it is exactly. I forget. I haven't looked right now, but the point being is that I was also a bag holder for a few months, and now I am up 2.5 times or 2 times my original investment here. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be patient when you're investing. If you're trading, then hey, you know what? That's a different ball game, right? But I'm not trading, I'm investing. So for me, I buy and hodl because I know where it's going, because cryptocurrency is only in the beginning stages, and I like what the Shib Army is doing. I like their marketing, I like their development, and most importantly, I like the community. They rally and they support it. That's most important. Of course, we have folks taking profits, and you know what? It's very normal. I've been saying it for the past few videos. It's okay, and there's no shame in taking profits, right? If you want to take your profits because you have weekends, go for it. More power to you. Pay the taxes, because we need somebody to help pay for the infrastructure bill that the current administration is pushing in. And it's a very big bill, by the way, folks. So with that being said, the next consolidation zone will be from 2676 and 29 basically. And now we've seen it kind of pierce through and come back down, and we're kind of charging back towards it here, right? We're seeing an interesting phenomenon right here. Check it out. You're seeing here October 8th, 2021 at 5, right? You're seeing literally 18 trillion and then 18 trillion being sold. So this means I'm seeing more people taking profits and more people buying at the same time. So we're seeing a paradigm. This to me could be a signal of people who've been hodling for a long time. They're selling, and guess what? There are new investors coming in to buy it up. And that's great, folks, because we want the folks who bought early to sell some, because they are holding tons of Shib coins, right? And we don't want to create a bunch of whales. We want to create a bunch of transaction holders, right? We don't want it's like, oh, a few big whales who can manipulate the price when it goes higher. We want people to start selling now, which is fine. Take your profits, and of course, right, create more transaction holders. And therefore, when you see burns, it's distributed more equitably around everyone. Instead of you having a few big whales, in the future, we go up higher, they sell off and they destroy the markets here, right? We don't want that. We want a stable market here. So, in my opinion, this is great, and I'm all for it. So I'm all for profit taking. But for me speaking though, I am a different breed. I'm a long-term investor. So for me, I'm not selling a dang thing. I haven't sold my Dogecoin for, I don't know how long I've had it, but I haven't sold a dang thing. Same thing with my Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm a long-term investor. So for me, this is all noise. All I know is that for a fact, 100% guarantee, it's going higher. And the question is when and not if. So now we're seeing more buying now, right? And we're seeing an increase in the price action here. Yes, we're still away from the all-time high of 34.74. We're still about, let's see here. We're about 30% off, right? That's okay, folks. We're 30% away from the top. That's okay, folks. It'll come back. What I really want to see here is the development of the chart in between 1798 all the way to 3178. That's what I want to see really, because that is no man's land. And currently I'm seeing a bottoming, and I'm seeing consolidation here, and I'm seeing a nice movement up to the price action here. You can see right here, right, from October 7th, so from 6 to about 12 for 6 hours, we saw a non-stop selling here, and we saw 108 trillion Shiba Inu coins sold off right there. 108 trillion coins sold in 6 hours, folks. And yet the price didn't go below the 1798 support. I was really adamant about this, folks. If we see 1798 break, then you know what? 14 is coming back as well. But the fact that we hovered higher into the previous consolidation zone tells me the Shib army is still alive, and this is nothing more than profit taking. And I'm all for that too. People need to take the profit, because they need to live and treat themselves and do what they need to do. So more importantly, what I see here is I'm going to say it right now, folks. I see a potential cup and handle formation. This is still early to the game here, right? And it won't play to a T here, but I can see a possible cup and handle formation in the coming days. I can see it coming because I'm seeing a nice U. When I see U's, I think up. When I see little hills, I think we're rolling down the hill. So when I see a U, it's a good thing, folks. And most importantly, I believe we're going to test 34.74 again, and I guarantee that we will most likely get rejected once more, and we will probably consolidate around from around the 2682 to about 2892 zone again. And then from there, we're going to create another leg up in the future. So that's kind of what I see from a chart perspective. Obviously, I'm kind of speculating here, and that's okay. I want to make sure I'm very clear about that. This is a speculation right now because it hasn't happened, but I can see it happening due to the Shib army momentum, and of course the positive news coming out, and of course Bitcoin is still rallying as well, currently at about 54,000 as of this recording. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're new, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and of course if you're a returning viewer, hit the like button because you know why. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one. Take care.